Veteran human rights advocate and attorney-at-law Mary Francis says she's planning on giving up the fight for justice for the downtrodden and marginalized of society who've had their human rights trampled upon. For more than 2 decades, Mary Francis dedicated much of her time gratis to advocating on behalf of the many who could not afford legal representation and whose human rights were breached, often by agents of the state. Francis says she received little support in her efforts from either government or the community.
Human rights are interrelated, interconnected. The political, civil, cultural, so you need to have an umbrella body set up by the state, established by the state to actually monitor, number one, to see where reform is necessary in the legislation, and to investigate and to provide a remedy outside the court for people in this country where there's so much poverty, and it's the poor who are suffering, it is the poor whose lives are abused by the state all the time, and they have no money to seek redress through the courts. So it is a shame when such a thing happens. That's not democracy. We are falling short of what democracy should be. Okay. The absence of a Human Rights Commission. That's what I have to say, my dear. I'm tired.
Francis says the state must play a far greater role in establishing and supporting a National Human Rights Commission. She says, though it has been frustrating, there has been some progress on the issue of human rights.
I am happy to see now people begin to realize that it is necessary to understand human rights and that the state has a duty. It is the state who has the duty. Yes, we also have a responsibility, but the state has a duty to protect our rights. And especially in those times when you hear about vaccination, persons might be losing their jobs and so on. Oh, it is very critical to have some kind of monitoring body right now.
Francis says human rights are everyone's business and calls on the community leaders and the media to play a far more significant role in human rights promotion and protection.
I think it is necessary that we have a National Human Rights Commission. I have campaigned for that time and time again. It was a question of legal aid earlier on, campaigning for legal aid that the state should provide everybody right representation. So I think civil society has to wake up. More of us have to become involved. It has been a long, long road for me. I think that the younger persons, the media especially, should become involved in human rights organizations. The media has a role to play, can do that, can push the agenda very well. So we must wake up from our slumber. And all the persecution I experienced earlier years.
The devoted human rights campaigner suggests that she's coming to the end of her time, serving often as the sole protector of the human rights of the nation. Following more than 2 decades of being abused and misunderstood, the time has come, she says, for her to pass on the mantle to a younger person who would operate, she hopes, within the state-supported National Human Rights Commission. Stanley Losian for the HCS News for us.